I'm not gonna keep sponsoring the behavior that you're doing, which is pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys while being married to me. And the reason why we went to social work before we've been through it is because while I was deployed, she was cheating on me.
He accuses me of stuff that's not true.
Okay.
And he sees tiny parts of little stories or little stuff that goes on, and then he makes his own story in his mind.
Cared by you. There's nothing that you can do to intimidate you. Nothing.
What's good, everybody? You know the vibes. Your boy Dave back at it again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more content. We got an interesting video for us to give a reaction to today, so I will be interjecting, giving my take on it while we watch it together. If you don't like it, please exit the channel. If not, then you can watch it and we get to enjoy it together. And y'all get to hear me talk, you feel me? Aside from that, let's get to it, man.
There's nothing that you can do to intimidate you. Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about
On January 9th, 2023, a distressed man arrived at the police station to report a domestic disturbance at his home. He was eager to share his story with law enforcement, seeking assistance with the situation he had experienced.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good, how are you? Did you call?
I didn't call anybody, but I talked to her.
Right. What happened?
So my name is. Can I start over?
Yeah.
My name is Nate. I live in. I don't know if you're familiar with that area. So this morning, I have an incident with my wife. I'm in the military. I'm staff sergeant, and I already talked to the MPs and I talked to my leadership, my first line supervisor, about the incident that happened this morning. And pretty much, my wife and I were going through some disagreements right now, and she was hitting me.
Okay.
I know. I'm here because I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm kind of like worried about the consequences. So I don't want to kind of like lose my career or put myself in a position where my career is going to be jeopardized. I already talked to my first line too, and he said that he can put me in a barracoon and all this stuff, which is what I'm trying to avoid. When I talked to the MP, they told me the same thing. Even if I'm a victim, that's pretty much the law favor the spouse. In this case, I don't know if you're familiar with that part. Though what I'm here is just, you know, we start arguing through the weekend. Result of that, she was at the house. She came home yesterday she's in the reserve, so she came home yesterday from South Carolina. I wasn't talking to her. I cleaned the whole house and just minding my own business. And this morning, I was getting ready to take my kids to daycare on post.
As he spoke with the officer, he revealed that his girlfriend, whom he also referred to as his wife, had physically assaulted him. This was a shocking claim, and the officer listened carefully as the man shared his side of the story. The situation became even more concerning when the man showed the officer video footage on his mobile phone, which he claimed would support his version of the events. The video...
See, this is what I be telling people when I be telling y'all to capture everything on video. Because this scenario right now, all of that's about to save his ass right now. Because you see him, he has security surveillance footages in his backyard and in his house. So he captures her actually attacking him from this angle. And this is clear as day. So right now that he's talking to the cops, it looked like he's wearing the same clothes too. Him talking to the cops right now, most likely they're gonna show all of these things and it's gonna come to his favor most likely, man. So let's see how it goes. It seems interesting so far though, I'm not gonna lie.
It was difficult to watch, but confirmed the man's claim. The footage showed disturbing moments of the altercation, leaving no doubt about the severity of the situation.
And both of them, and I put them all in the car, and I guess she was thinking that we were cool. She was like, I was going to the gym in the afternoon, and I didn't tell her anything, so she kind of like went away inside of the house and closed the garage. So I was just getting ready to leave, and she opened the garage back and started talking to me, arguing, and then she started pushing me and in the face, and then she started gaslighting me. And maybe I was saying things that I was gaslighting her too.
Like what?
Like ignoring her because I wasn't talking to her about. She was asking about. She was like, "Oh."
Bro, ignoring her is not gaslighting her, bro. That's better. That's the best way to diffuse the situation, man. Just don't respond. Keep your composure and keep it pushing because they will say or do anything to get a reaction out of you. You not saying anything, it's perfect. You don't really need to give her the reaction that she wants, bro. Just walk away and keep it pushing each and every time. Because at the end of the day, you raise your fist or your hand, you say anything crazy, they will either say you emotionally abused her or verbally abused her. You lift your hand to move her away from you while trying to defend yourself, they're going to claim that you basically laid your hands on her, you physically assaulted her. So Silence and walking away is the best thing you can honestly do. And then call the cops. In this situation, he's doing the right thing with him walking away, having footage, and going to the cops. So let's keep going, man. Don't ever feel guilty and feel like you gaslight her. You're not gaslighting her, bro.
I got it on video, but I'm not gonna show you until we finally talk. And then I would just.
What do you have on video?
I'm sure. I don't know if you've been through this before or years. I don't want to like mess up her career or like right now. So right now she's at work and she think, like I said, she think that I'm bluffing about it. But I was telling her like I'm not gonna keep sponsoring the behavior that you're doing, which is pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys, well, be married to me. And the reason why we went to social work before and we've been through it is because when I was deployed, she was cheating on me. So,
oh, he called her cheating.
Can you turn it sideways for me? So it's bigger. Thank you.
There's a couple.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I kind of was working out.
You can't just make it easy. Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so difficult?
You want to make it easy.
I'm not. It can be easy for everybody. You just want to make my life miserable because you have this persona in your head, thinking that I'm cheating on everybody. And if I am, I'd like to see proof. Because there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. And that's what's funny. I'm not intimidated by you anymore. I'm not scared by you. There's nothing that you can do to intimidate me. Nothing.
Stop. Yo, one of the most scariest and like crazy things that some girls have is like when they really make up a lie or say something, in their head they believe in their lies, right? How you get caught cheating and you are still attacking the person that's accusing you of cheating in any kind of sense? You making it seem like it's like you're not making it any better. You're making it worse for yourself because now they're looking at you like, okay, why are you reacting so hostile? Like, why are you getting so crazy? If you didn't do it, you could have just said, okay, I didn't do it. Keep it pushing. But you see that the guy's not even responding and not saying anything to you, and you just still shoving him and hitting him, which is kind of strange, man. I don't understand that, bro. But like I said, man, it's some girls that they in their head when they make up a lie, they believe in that lie and they gonna stick to it until you show them a hard ass evidence. And sometimes even when you show them the evidence, bro, they're gonna be like, nah, that wasn't me. That was my twin. That was not me at all. So that maybe that's somebody that looked like me. But let's keep playing, man. This shit funny.
You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you?
Damn.
Huh?
Ah.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you always trying to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
Will you carry that chain to the next relationship? She's right.
My fault. I know I'm stopping too much, but I do gotta say this. The reason why I do say that they convince themselves to believe in whatever story or whatever thing that they want to make up is the words that she's purposely using on him is saying that she's not afraid of him anymore. It's like trying to make it seem as if he's the one that's always attacking her, saying that okay, I'm not afraid. Oh, I'm not afraid of you manipulating me and stuff like that. It's all just a tactic to make them believe in their head that whatever storyline that they're gonna pitch out is gonna be supposedly true. So now when they do talk to cops, they're not even gonna say, okay, oh he laid. They're not gonna say he hit me. They're gonna say he laid his hands on me. You get what I'm saying? When people hear that, it could be anything. Moving somebody away is laying your hands on them. Although you might have been defending yourself, that's still laying your hands on them. So like the wordplay that they use, you have to pay very close attention to it. That's why a lot of the times cops will ask them, did he smack you? Did he hit you? Where did he hit you? Well, you say he laid his hands on you. Where did he place his hand on you at? What were you doing for him to lay his hands on you? So it's like most people who get attacked or hit, they will specify specifically what that person did. Most people who get scared of somebody, they will specify what that person specifically did to scare them. In this situation, it's kind of odd. It seems kind of crazy because he's not really talking that much and she's just the one aggressing and just attacking him.
My wife.
Where is she?
The white car.
To the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm sure she can tell that she's texting me and calling me.
Okay.
And she,
Does she know you're here?
yeah, because she's seen my location. Well,
Okay. Stay in here for just a minute, okay?
Oh, she outside. She right outside then.
25. Can I get another with me? I've got the other party showing up here at headquarters. 25. Hello, are you Kelly?
Yes.
Can I talk to you for just a minute? Okay.
When the officer arrived at the property, he saw a woman trying to leave. Her behavior immediately raised suspicion. She seemed in a hurry to leave the scene, which seemed strange given the circumstances. The officer stopped her and asked if she had anything to do with the disturbance. The woman denied any involvement in a crime. She began to offer her version of the story, but her response felt off to the officer. It seemed like she was trying to avoid responsibility for what had happened. The woman then tried to deflect blame by giving conflicting statements. She changed her story several times, seemingly trying to confuse the officer.
Hey, I'm Officer Marian. What's going on with your husband?
I mean, I'm sure you know his side of the story.
Yeah, and I want to get yours, so...
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
What he said.
What do you think he told me? Like, I'm just trying to get your side, okay?
We've been going through this for 3 years.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds like it's
it hasn't gone this far. I don't know. I'm sure he told you everything. He's really good at building cases against me. He's a very smart man.
Okay, so what from your perspective, what happened?
He knows how to push me past my limits and manipulate me to the point to where I finally break, and then he does stuff like this.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, like in general, that this is like an ongoing thing. But what about today? How did he do that today?
Trying to threaten that he's going to have full custody of our children.
Okay.
Not say that exactly, but don't worry about it. I got it. The words that he says, I don't even know how to put it in word for word right now.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all see how dangerous it is, right? Like, she can't specify specifically what he did. She's basically rounding up whatever thing she has on her head to say that, well, what she perceived it to be of what he was saying was in her head, he was saying he was going to take the kids away. He's trying to manipulate me and also so. Be very mindful that when people are always telling stories, a lot of times when people are lying to you, they're not going to go into specifics because now it's going to be hard for them to keep up with that lie. So they would just always throw big words. Oh, he was manipulating me. He was trying to scare me. He was trying to do this. Well, what did he do? What did he say? Well, he said basically what I felt that he said based off, that don't make no damn sense. What did he say? Stick to what he said, not what you thought he said. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
So you feel like he was provoking you?
Of course, he always does.
Okay, so how did the argument start?
He accuses me of stuff that's not true.
Okay.
And he sees tiny parts of little stories or little stuff that goes on, and then he makes his own story in his mind as if it's true, and it's not. And I don't know how much longer, I can't even plead my case because he will bring up another thing on top of that. Can we talk privately?
Yeah, we can step off to the side here. We can't go inside right now.
If he lying, you should be able to prove your case.
Have you put all your business out there? So he was accusing you of things, right?
Stuff is not true, and I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. So and then what happened after that? So you guys were arguing.
I'm sure you've seen videos and stuff.
I'm trying to get your perspective because it's not fair for me to only get one side of the story when there are at least two sides to the story.
I know my side. I'm sick of. I was for so long a stay-at-home mom living in his shadow, and I finally just am becoming.
Okay. Stay right here for just 1 second. Okay. I want to hear what you have to say, but give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So like I said, there are at least two sides to every story, right? And it's not fair for me to only have one person's side. Okay. I understand you guys have ongoing issues.
Can you tell me what's going on after this?
I am investigating a domestic violence incident. That's what's going on. Okay. And what's happening right this moment is I'm trying to get your side. Okay.
I don't know. I don't really have a side. There's nowhere I can go. He's trying to kick me out of our house. I cannot leave. There's nowhere for me to go.
Okay.
Clearly, she was trying to divert attention away from her role in the altercation. She believed that by creating confusion, she could escape the consequences of her actions. However, instead of making things easier for her, her inconsistent statements only complicate the situation. Despite her attempts to mislead the officer remained calm and professional. He allowed her to speak for as long as needed, but carefully noted everything she said. As the woman spoke, she eventually admitted that the argument with the man had started because of issues involving child safety and custody. This added a sensitive and emotional layer to the case, which made the situation more complex.
Now, he said you have, like, friends in the area. I'm not kicking you out of your house, just to be clear.
I'm talking
okay?
to the police officer. Mom, I know. I'm talking to the police officer. Can he has friends too. We both have friends. We both.
Again, I'm not taking sides.
I know.
But...
I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
I have family that live on the West Coast in California, in Nevada.
Okay. So you guys are arguing, okay? And is this how it usually goes? You guys argue, and then it escalates?
No, I mean, we'll argue, but we're quick to get over it. It's just, I see your prior service. I'm military as well. I'm a reservist. I had my drill weekend. I just graduated the Drill Sergeant Academy in November.
She's on reserve.
From day one, I'm sure you know what we.
This is actually law enforcement, but
okay. Well, day one, when day zero, I'm sure you've seen shark attacks and stuff. We had.
Pause. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I've dealt with some girls who are in the Army, the military. I'm gonna keep it a G with y'all, bro. I'm not saying it's all of them, but yo, a lot of them, they get around, bro. Like, let's cut to the bullshit. A lot of them get around, bro. Feel me? Like, I remember in one of my funny days, dog. I'm talking to shorty from the Army, bro, and her motherfucking roommate / co-ed or whatever. These guys are throwing her around, bro, while I'm on FaceTime with shorty, dog. This is one of my most embarrassing moments. I'm just there looking at the joint, and this girl's like, she all about me, and these guys are picking her up and throwing her around. And I had to thug it out, bro. On some thug dizzle shit, bro. This is one of my most, like, the worst moments I could say for sure. I'm on FaceTime watching all of this shit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. I dealt with a couple Army shorties, bro. They be getting around, bro. They be getting dogged out. And best believe that if they back in town and you get deployed, telling you, bro, somebody's gonna be dogging it down, bro. Feel me? I mean, this is not statistically proven, right? But I think if they do run a stat on it, it will be very freaking high. I would think it will probably be like a good 90, between 80 to 90% of them that be cheating, bro. That's just me. I'm not saying it's statistically proven, but that's what I believe in. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. They be getting around. Especially if you get deployed, bro, they getting spanked.
From day one, when I was at the academy, he fought with me every day. He doesn't like when I leave because of a history that we have.
Right.
When I leave from the military. So,
and that's got to be super stressful too.
Yes. I had my drill weekend this weekend, and I stay on FaceTime with him. I share my location. I answer all his calls and all his text messages in the timely manner that he would like. And I was at the gym, and I wasn't answering them fast enough for him.
When were you not answering?
Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
And I'm like, he was at a funeral, so I knew that we weren't going to be really talking on the phone anyways. And he's calling and calling and calling, and I answer, and he hangs up, and he's like, check your text messages, and then hangs up again. And I see I wasn't responding to his text messages and answering his questions, which was, are you off for the day? And I said, yes, I am. Everything okay? What's going on? And he's just like, why didn't you answer my text messages? You're leaving me undelivered. I don't know what reset the phones did, because his phone did the same reset. The red receipts are not on anymore, and like the sound changed for our phones for like ringtones and stuff. For some reason, it was a weird reset. Maybe other stuff happened, but those are the two that happened to both of our phones. Okay. So I don't know why my red receipts were off. His are off too now. And so he was mad that my red receipts were off. And so I still stayed on Facebook.
See, now she's just rambling. She's not really getting to the point. Like, the lady's trying to ask her specifically what happened and like what caused this whole situation, and she's rambling about different scenarios. Just get right to the point and let niggas know what's going on.
Time with him, stayed on video because he wants me to FaceTime him 24/7 when I'm away from him. And I was on FaceTime with him, but it just still wasn't good enough for him. And so it just started an argument from that day, from that moment, around 4 o'clock.
On Saturday?
On Saturday.
Okay.
Until midnight. He was saying he was going to himself. He had my kids with him. I was gone. And he's loco. Yeah. And so we argued that entire night, and I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this. One of my drill sergeant leaders from the academy, we follow each other on social media. He swears that just because we're friends on social media, that I'm and it's not the case at all. And I tell him, because he's so crazy, and he reaches out to every single guy that likes a picture on my social media. Like, what do you do? What are your intentions with my wife? Why are you guys friends? Tell me. Like, he's crazy. Yeah. And so I tell him, if you think that, like, reach out to all these people. At the end of the day, I'm a reservist. That drill sergeant leader is a reservist. He has a lot of connections. Who knows the networking that he and I can do in the future?
Right. So he can't have any male friends.
He doesn't. I cannot have male friends. He does not understand that. And so it just one argument led to another, and I'm just like, I'm done. And then he's telling me he's kicking me out the house and all this stuff. So I know how crazy he can get. He has locked me. He has emptied my bank account. He knows he's taken professional hacking courses. He knows how to hack into anything that I have. I do not have any personal identity outside of him because he gets into everything. He's a professional hacker in the military. So one time he financially tries to paralyze me, like doing this in ways that I cannot overcome from. He over a period of time would ask me my security questions of my phone, like, oh, for example, my name is Niall. They called me that as a kid. What did they call you? And I was like, oh, they called me Gabi. Boom, my security question. What is your childhood nickname? What if my first car was this? What was your first car? I told him, oh, what color was it? Boom. And he's so smart.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I'm being tested sometimes or not because it could be just an unusual conversation.
Right.
So
that makes you super paranoid, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has tried to kick me out multiple times. He has emptied my bank account, taken my keys, taken my phone, put tracking devices on my car. I hacked into anything of my phone, my work phone, anything, my computers, anything.
So you have no privacy.
I have no privacy. And I just am so angry that he was trying to do that again to me this weekend. And
what specifically was he trying to do this weekend?
Like, he plays mind games, and I'm kind of catching on to how he plays. He will make up a little scenario and play that scenario as if it's a real story, as if something really happened, as if he knows already. Like, oh, I already know you did this, so why don't you just tell me? And it's like it never happened, but because you know of maybe a snippet that I know that person, you know that where that person works, and maybe I've been in the same location as that person, he puts his own story together as if like, I already know this happened, but it never happened. But that's how he thinks that he can catch me and other people in lies. And it's just, this morning he was playing mind games with me. With me.
Like, how was he doing that? What was he doing that about?
Telling me he wanted me out of the house by the time I was done with work, that I'm not going to be living there anymore. Pretty much just trying to get me out of the house.
At one point during the conversation, the woman also shared that she had no financial resources or assets to support herself. This statement revealed some of her personal struggles. She faced challenges beyond the current situation which might have contributed to her behavior. However, despite these personal challenges, the officer knew that he had to focus on the facts and the seriousness of the situation.
Telling me, like, and I was trying to get the kids ready because we both mutually get them ready, take the kids to school and everything.
Yeah.
But he wasn't letting me help get them ready. And I was like, okay, well, I made them breakfast. What are we going to do? Like, can I take the kids to school? Like, what is the plan this morning? Because, like, and just, don't worry about it, I got it. Okay, but, like, I mean, we have an infant. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, what's the plan when after work? Are you picking them up? We usually go to the gym every day after work. I said, what's the plan? Like, are you picking them up? Or are we going to, don't worry about it, I got it. You're not in the picture anymore. And it's just like,
I want y'all to observe when she's talking, like she's rambling and bringing up unnecessary things. And then not only that, she's avoiding eye contact completely with the officer. She can't talk and even give a single eye contact with the officer. She always have to look around or just look in one specific direction while talking the whole time. You feel me? And then with her body language, her being shaky, it's as if like she's trying to make up. It feels like or look like she's trying to make up a story while she's in the process of saying whatever it is that she's saying. So I want y'all to pay very close attention to that. Like, she doesn't look at the officer really at all. Just look.
It's the mind games. Like I want to be just as involved, but again,
she look at the officer when she want the officer to agree with her. Like, yeah, right? Like, yeah, right? That's the only time she would like look at the officer, but Pete.
What he accuses me of is what he's doing. I'm trying to play this perfect narrative to everybody else, but he's trying to play the perfect narrative.
So what did he accuse you of today, if anything?
Oh, having sex with multiple men over the weekend, entertaining other men in my DMs. When people tell me, my stuff is really locked down. I added people that I went to the academy with. I was with them every day for 9 weeks straight. I have a right to have them as a friend. If they heart one of my stuff, or if they call me pretty, like, it sucks, but I mean, I'm not saying, okay, let's go on a date, let's like, it's just like, thank you, and then that's it. If they try to go further, I don't let them, but none of them have. But just because I don't stop them when they tell me.
Boundaries. Basic boundaries. You're a married woman. You got a husband at home. Your husband's deployed, and you got kids with him. Why are you letting other guys DM you regardless? If these are guys at the academy, they know that you're married. Understand that you need to put boundaries in between. Put a wall in between. The moment that they hit you up in your DM, karate chop their ass. Put a wall in between. Stop letting them DM you. Why do they even have access to DMing you? You know what these guys want, man? They want the kuntus. Come on. They want the kuntus. Why are you making it easier for them to get the kuntus? You talking about you can't stop them if they DM? Yes, you can. Blocked. Blocked. Hey, how you doing? Blocked. Heart. Blocked. Can I see? Blocked. You look beautiful. Blocked. Or if they would give you a good compliment saying you look beautiful, you could just say, "Oh yeah, thank you. My husband says thanks." They're gonna stop. They're not gonna DM you. But I don't know, some people love attention so damn much, bro. They love that attention. They love the DMs. She loved the DMs from those guys, but she don't want to say it. Talking about you can't do nothing to stop it. Yes, you can. Unfollow them, block them. Simple. Why do your man gotta tell you to block them? You entertaining it. Just block them. Simple. There's certain things that is basic morals and boundaries that people just don't understand, and it's insane, bro. But let's keep going, man.
Pretty. Nothing has gone further than a compliment. But because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty and say, you need to respect that I'm married. Don't tell me I'm pretty. He has a problem with it.
Okay. I mean, that sounds exhausting and toxic.
How's he wrong?
And I'm sure it pushes you beyond your limit. Would you say that's accurate?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine dealing with that. And it's extra hard when you have kids.
Yeah.
And that makes it that much worse.
Yeah.
So has
I was saying, you know what I love about cops, bro? This is one thing that they're good at. Cops are good at being fake friends. That officer saying it's toxic, she don't really mean it's toxic from the guy's end. She means it's from her end. Where she's thinking, oh, she's on her side. No, she's not. They're going to laugh with you and smile with you and giggle with you and make it seem like they're agreeing with you only to lock your ass up, bro. Cops are professionals at doing that. And I know for sure that's what's probably going to happen to her. Because if that guy has video evidence, she's going to jail.
ever gotten physical with you guys?
Multiple times.
Okay. What has
I
happened in
I
those?
should have filed domestic on him before he did me.
Well, what happened in the other times?
He's locked me in my closet. I have that one on video. He's locked me in my closet.
There we go.
I mean, physical abuse. He won't let me leave, so he'll grab me, put me up against the... He tries to confine me into corners and closets.
How does he do that?
By grabbing me, he's strong. He's held me down multiple times.
When did that happen?
It was a while ago.
Okay.
It was like 2020, 2021.
What else happened?
I mean, I put my hand on him. I'm sure there's no way out of that. Like, I'm sure he has video. I saw our security camera.
Did you put your hands on him today?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Kelly?
I mean, I'm sure you guys saw videos. I'm sure you guys have proof.
But again, I need your side.
You're hearing my side.
Okay. But here's the thing. If there's just a video of you going up and hitting somebody, I'm not in your mind at that moment. I'm not hearing what's going on with your thoughts. Okay? I'm not...
Just always, he tries to make me fearful of him. He tries to intimidate me. He's manipulative. He plays psychological games with me. And I don't know how to combat them the proper way.
And that's when it turns physical?
Yes.
Okay.
He messes with me so much and threatens that he's going to make sure that I'm so financially, mentally, psychologically paralyzed that I will never...
Yo, for all the guys, like, one of the reasons why I show videos like this is because I really want y'all to understand certain people's nature, right? When they get emotional, they can't control themselves. They're going to throw every lie at you. When guys who be telling me, nah, my girl would never do this to me, never do that. I've seen it happen multiple times. There's a couple of my friends that it happened to. My girl would never do that. Next thing you know, the girl did it. My girl would never lie on me. Next thing you know, the girl lied on his ass and he got arrested. Now he got a DV case. My girl would never cheat on me. Next thing you know, the girl got caught cheating with multiple people. A lot of y'all dudes be so dumb, bro. When people be telling y'all, record everything, keep evidences, don't lash out, keep your composure. Don't try to fight with her. Don't argue with her. Don't call her out her name. Just gather your evidence to save yourself so that you can get the fuck out of the scenario. Simple as that. Plain and simple. These are the reasons why cameras are needed. Record everything, bro. Ain't no telling what somebody could do, especially when they get caught doing fuckery. They will do anything to save their image or make an excuse, basically saying that you're the cause and a reason for them doing what they did. As if you basically put a gun to their head and told them to do that. No, you wanted to do it. How did you accidentally fuck somebody else? You didn't. You gotta open your legs. Let's get to it.
Be able to overcome our separation because I want to leave.
Yeah.
So he's going to make sure he does anything possible to get any documents on me to hurt me so bad that at the end of the day he's the winner. And it doesn't even need to be a winner or a loser.
No,
like,
no, it shouldn't be that a win or lose situation.
Yeah.
It's not a game, but I know you're saying that's his perspective. So when he acts like that, when he makes you feel like you couldn't be independent,
we have done counseling, and they've said if you feel like it gets to that, if you're gonna probably put your hands on him, if it's gonna get violent, you need to be able to walk away. Mm-hmm. And I used to be able to leave, but he made it to where he would take my car keys, he would take my cell phone, take my debit card, he would make it to where I couldn't leave.
Yeah. Did that happen today? Did he take any of your
No,
stuff?
but that's just his pattern.
Yeah.
Like, he's smart. He got me good today. He set it up perfectly to where it was right in front of our cameras. He's so smart.
So did you put your hands on him today?
After carefully collecting all the information, the officer made his decision. The man's video evidence and the woman's inconsistent statements left little doubt that the woman had been involved in the altercation. The officer determined that despite her efforts to avoid responsibility, she was the primary suspect. He had no choice but to act and ensure that she was held accountable for her actions. When the officer moved to arrest the woman, she resisted.
I mean, if the answer is yes, I want to hear the because.
There is no because. It's not right. There's no reason why.
I mean, I'm not justifying it, but at the same time, you can only be pushed so far. Did you just lose your cool? You said in the past you've been able to walk away.
I've tried a couple of times until he made it to where I wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Like,
And
take my
were
car
you?
keys.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, he's done it. I've been able to walk, but I have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
My friends have spouses, their own lives. Like,
Yeah.
I have nowhere to go.
So you feel trapped.
Of course.
Did you feel trapped today?
It's not even that I felt trapped today. It was just like, I hate that he wants to get the last word, and I don't care about letting him. It's not about getting the last word or not. It's just about him telling me, him always threatening me with the children or with just life,
Yeah.
finances and stuff.
Did he do that today?
Of course.
What specifically did he threaten you with?
That he was going to ruin my military career. That he was going to, which he's done already in the past, contacted my come in before. That he was going to mess up my career, mess up the guys' careers that follow me in like my Instagram stories and my posts.
Yeah.
And I'm not sexualized or anything on social media.
Right. So, assuming it did get physical today, what happened just prior to it getting physical?
I just want him to know that I'm not going to continue to live in fear of him. I'm not afraid of him.
Yeah.
I'm sick of him thinking that I am going to live in fear of him.
So you just wanted to show him that you're not scared of him. Okay. And that's why you put your hands on him?
Can you just tell me what's going to happen?
Well, I have to finish investigating what was alleged, okay? And then we'll make that determination. I'm not trying to like play mind games with you or dance around things, but at the same time, I'm not going to tell you something that's not going to happen, okay? So hang out right here for just a minute. And let me talk to my partner over here, okay? So what's your plan for going forward in this relationship?
I've been asking for divorce for 2 years, but he got
What stops you from filing?
money. I've been contacting people all morning. I had a feeling he would do something like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't even know the first steps. I mean, I don't have support. I don't have family. I don't have anything.
Okay. I'm going to have you step down here, okay? Put your phone down. Turn around and put your hand behind your back. Right now you're under arrest for simple battery under the Domestic Violence Act, okay?
The woman was formally charged. She was brought before a court and charged with 2 counts of simple battery in connection with the incident. The charges reflected the seriousness of her actions and highlighted the need to address domestic violence cases with the seriousness they deserve. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section.
Shit is insane, bro. I be telling people, be very careful. You never know what could happen. Luckily for the guy in this situation, they was actually able to lock her ass up for her actually attacking him. But This just goes to show you, man, be very careful. Always have your camera on you. Record each and everything that do happen. As men, you have to understand that, yo, you are always going to be a target, and there's nothing you can do to where you will be right. You feel me? In 2025 now, more guys are starting to wake up now and starting to like record more and show that, yo, like, they're innocent. People are falsely accusing them. And look, we have scenarios where people will still have video footage, and you'll still have other girls in the comment section attacking them and saying that, no, it don't matter. I'm going to still believe her because she's a woman. And it's like, fam, imagine if it was your son in this situation where they're getting falsely accused. You hear what I'm saying? And entertaining niggas' DMs is cheating. Believe it or not, it's cheating. And some girls think that although they entertain those conversations with those guys in the DMs because they like basically feeling wanted and like guys basically lusting over them, they think that that's not cheating because they haven't had physical sex with them. You don't necessarily need to have physical sex with them to be cheating on your man. Now, I don't know the full details of what specifically happened in between, whether she did sleep with them or not, but the guy said that basically whenever he deploys that, she goes ahead and cheats on him. Now, we don't know if all of that is true or not. We're going based off of what we see, and from her reaction that we see is insane. And he got the last laugh. And then on top of that, she tried to gaslight and lie on him in the end. And it's like she was trying to throw every jab that she can to make him look horrible so that the cops could side with her. And the lady cop was smart. She gonna play it right. She gonna be like, oh wow, that's very toxic. Wow, I wouldn't ever want to be in that situation. Yeah. She's talking about your situation. Not specifically his, but yours. What you're doing. She's saying that what you're doing is something that she would never want to be in. But she didn't understand it. She thought she was being all buddy-buddy with. And then look what happened. Yeah, I got locked up, man. It is what it is, bro. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button, and we're out.